she defeated Samuels by just 2,466 votes, 2% of the total.
And Samuel was able to mobilize that frustration with Ilhan Omar to his advantage.
Political scientist Larry Jacobs with the University of Minnesota says a key difference with this year's rematch is that there is no similar issue driving voters.
So Don Samuels has his work cut out for him.
Why is it that every Ilhan Omar race gets so much attention locally, statewide, and nationally?
Ilhan Omar is a controversial figure in the U.S. She draws quite a bit of attention. Her comments, for instance, about Palestinians and Israel was a national news story just a few months ago.
So far this primary cycle, Omar's fellow squad member, Representative Cori Bush of Missouri, lost to a Democratic opponent, as did fellow progressive Jamal Bowman of New York. Their opponents received large infusions of campaign cash from the American Israel Political Affairs Committee, otherwise known as AIPAC. Jacob says the biggest difference in Minnesota is that Samuels did not receive as much money in donations.
They didn't do it. I think one reason is they didn't think that he could beat her. The key thing in this race is that Ilhan Omar has a fourfold advantage of money. She won the endorsement, which is big, and she's been running elections now for 8 years. So she's built up a real organization, and I think she got a scare back in 2022, and it looks like she's really working this election.
While Jacobs has Samuels pegged as a large underdog today, the former Minneapolis City Council member says he feels more momentum than he did 2 years ago.
There is a kind of a movement quality to this campaign.
Are you a liberal or progressive?
I'm a pragmatic progressive.
In the Democratic stronghold that is Congressional District 5, the winner of this primary is expected by everyone to coast to victory in November. Because of that, some conservative voices, including the popular Twitter account Crime Watch, are encouraging Republicans to vote for Samuels. Minnesota has open primaries so voters can choose which ballot to use without having to register with a party.
What do you say about that, and what would you say to those potential voters?
I would say that Ilhan Omar continues to drive people to try to oust her. I take no responsibility for that.
At the same time, Congresswoman Omar's supporters say the potential GOP support for Samuels shows that Omar is the true choice for Democrats.
And again, we contacted Congresswoman Omar's campaign, but we're not given an interview opportunity today for this story, Jana.
Yeah, both candidates out and about in the 5th District today, right? They're both around the city.
They're both shaking hands, talking to potential voters.
And typically these race results come in pretty quickly. Polls close at 8, so we could learn in the next couple hours.
Yeah, very soon after the polls close, we should at least get that first batch of results. And, you know, like we were talking earlier, it comes down to turnout. Turnout is not as high here. And so even the smartest political experts say it just depends on which side's support comes out and votes today.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Lou. We appreciate it.